Hunting, I'm on the lookout for something. I'm lonesome, but I feel alive. Your love is filling up my time. Breathing, I keep my words on the ceiling. I'm aiming with a plastic gun. A little guarded, but a lot of fun. I don't know why I keep carving out space for more. I've learned to keep a careful eye. Let it break down all the doors. Loving you is war, and now without a weapon. Loving you is war. Watching eyes, I feel the dark coming through the light. I'm ready now to take my place, to stop a bullet perfect in its face. I don't know why I keep carving out space for more. I've learned to keep a careful eye. Let it break down all the doors. Loving you is war, and now without a weapon. Loving you is war. Love you is war, and now without a weapon. Love you is war, and now without a Loving you is war, and now without a weapon. Loving you is war, and now without a weapon. Loving you is war, and now without a weapon. Loving you is Hunting, I'm on the lookout for something. I'm lonesome, but I feel alive. Your love is filling up my time. Breathing, I keep my words on the ceiling. I'm aiming with a plastic gun. A little guarded, but a lot of fun. I don't know why I keep carving out space for more. I've learned to keep a careful eye. Let it break down all the doors. Loving you is war, and now without a weapon. Loving you is
Okay, how's that? Yes, all right. Okay, jeez, that took forever. Sorry about that. Funny thing is, I was in the process of saying everything kind of went wrong at that last second. Cat tried to steal my focaccia. Small snack. And the dog needed to go out. And then, like, the sound stopped. We did the regular dance of plugging it in, unplugging it, making it rescan audio devices, you know, standard bullshit you do every time some plug and play device isn't working. Things used to be even more complicated than that. Like, you need to set IRQ numbers on sound blasters and something similar. Because the motherboard wasn't smart enough to notice. Oh, Loxy, did you just get an ad or something? While you answer that, I'll answer Willow's question. Is my hair long enough for plait? Yeah. Not that I know how. So, that's the thing. I mean, I intended to put some effort in and learn how to do decent hairstyles if I ended up having a girl. Emma Kim. Yeah. But like, oh, so it froze. Oh, very good, Loxy. And like, not saying my son doesn't need hair care tips. Maybe he would. But I'm playing the odds here. And I get the feeling that if he does, like, I'll notice. Streamlabs said we're running an ad right now, and I thought that might be the case. Anyway, dog needed out, dog needed to come back in. Sound devices failed. I left the microphone back up there so I couldn't pick it up. All sorts of things. I got home early enough to, like, wash my hair. And that's why it's down, because I'm air drying it. I also have, like, I have a hair appointment on Wednesday, so I don't expect it to be the same. Next time I go live, it will look different. Shorter. It's going to look shorter and greener, and that's it. I'm not making a dramatic change. Never put my hair. It's so hot. I can't do that. I'm gonna overheat like this. I'll have to find some other solution. Tahani is an excellent inspiration, but I can't pull off half the things she does. I can do the name dropping, that's about it really. Yeah, pretty average day. I slept really deeply and very well overnight, so I have no idea why I was so fucking tired and over it. Actually, it's been a week, so, like, let's tell our friends. That's all of you. How the work trip was, right? Yeah, they sent me to Coffs Harbour. A lovely town in the very northern New South Wales. It's full of really nice people, as far as I can tell. At least the offices I worked in were fantastic. Yes, Cleric Bard, what can I do for you? And it was a nice time. I did a lot of things. I was very helpful. I wrote down a lot of things and I made a lot of suggestions and improvement and like... Yes, sausage. Right. And then... a lot of them made several pitches for me to move. Ah, sexy vampire voice. I can do that. No worries. No worries. Oh, Luxy. Yeah, that would suck. I don't think I get that. My headaches and migraines just out of nowhere. Sexy vampire voice, a vampire sword. I'll do my best. No worries. I will not be an Astarian as best I could, because that guy is very sexy. I have not played enough or any Baldur's Gate 3. I'm saving it for with Emma. Because Emma Stitches and I, we play story-based RPGs together. It was really nice. We're about to finish Celesta, so we'll wait. That's it. You could fix all those by not living in capitalism. Congrats. The Coffs office made several pitches to see if they could get me to move there. I'm like, well, moving the whole commune will be hard. I also thought, probably going to be pretty hard to like stream from Coffs Harbour, right? Oh well. Otherwise, a good trip. I'm only slightly... I'm not sorry that I had to do a work thing instead of stream, but I am... on Monday and Wednesday night, I did think, I wish I was streaming right about now. So, congrats to all of you for making it such a nice place to hang out. Oh, I've got one more thing for you. Come on, dude. I did it. I did this myself. I tested it. What are you doing, buddy? Hey. Cloudbot. Just... Out. Go on. Come on, you can't whine like a pork chop. In. Yeah, see, Cloudboard is not working, and we need to fix that, otherwise... Why are you off? God, fucking thing. Yeah. I have been successfully added to Blue Sky, and now you can follow me there. Oh, you know, I don't think that's a puzzle, so I'm going to respond in my own way. Puzzle minus. Ah, damn it. I added a puzzle minus command. I think you can look at Blue Sky. Doing. You're not recognizing my controller? Okay, try again. None. Right, well, let's close you and reopen you and see if that helps. I think you can look at Blue Sky without having an invite code. I don't have a spare invite code yet. Nope. Jeez. Fuck, well, that'll explain why I'm not going viral with my sick banger fleets. They're very funny. I guess I could just cross-post them to Twitter the whole time. Otherwise you'll miss out on such beautiful things as popping a whole Scotch egg in your mouth to feel it gush at you. Because of course I've said that. And I mean it. Okay, all of those are picked up in the final. Yeah, right? I will give out invite codes when I get them. The one person who I was saving one for has picked it up from someone else. Wormwoods. And then... Oh, jeez. All I can do? You do it as a giveaway on stream, huh? I love that. He pet cats for a little while was 7. He seems on edge. I get upset thinking about how sidekicks die in Chronocyte and in that movie, you know? No, it was predictable. Sidekicks are always sacrificing themselves. It's dumb. He would have been a way better hero. But if he took over for the protagonist, that would make him a villain, right? Or a spin-off. So maybe it's possible. Songwoo says a name change wasn't his idea, and our agent talked him into it. He even invited me to make a duo with him, Lucky 7. I don't know if he means it. Well, I've been thinking about going solo without Songwoo. It'll be tough. But if I'm ever going to take the risk and go solo, now is probably my best chance. But if that fails, I could lose everything I've worked so hard for. Songwoo was the more popular one, so a duo would be more guaranteed to succeed. 7 releases a long, unsteady breath. My thoughts keep going like this, around and around. How can I make a decision like this? Why did you get into showbiz? Well, it was sort of an accident. Songwoo was discovered by a talent scout first, and he dragged me into it because we used to dance together to music videos for fun. I'm only in Blade Generation because of him. Maybe I'm being ungrateful? Is there anything else I should consider in my decision? You trust him. I trust him. I don't trust our agent. And Sungwoo can be impressionable. Is there anything else I should consider? What do you really want? I guess I want to be really good at something, and I want someone to love. Anything else I should consider? I can't decide for you. Don't worry, you're not. I just really value your opinion. You're important to me. Please help me think it through. What would you do in my position? If it were you, what would you do? Please be honest. I'd do it with Sungwoo. I feel like this is an important decision. Seven is listening carefully. Definitely do it. Seven relaxes back into the couch with a small smile. It is so relieving to hear you say that. The minute there I was sure you were going to tell me to go solo. And now I don't have to act brave to impress you. I can just do the smart thing. Ooh, love rank 5. Catchy. Chain Lightning has a chance to immediately fire a second time from the enemies it hits. Nice. Sungwoo will be so happy. It's been a while since we've hung out, just the two of us. Now we'll be on tour, just the two of us. Well, and you maybe? Actually, it makes me look forward to going on tour. Surprise! Did I hear something about a tour? Does that mean you've made a decision? Seven sits up straighter as someone familiar looking approaches your table. Realize you've seen his face on Blade Generation posters.
What?
Sungwoo? What? How did you know I was here? Sungwoo glances at Seven's phone. Alright, our agent's tracking device. Well, now that you're here. Sungwoo, this is Jambles, the wielder I've been talking about. Jambles Sungwoo. Sungwoo shrugs.
Hey.
Nice to meet you, Jambles, but this isn't about you, right? I heard to cut up some apples for you, so I guess it's serious. As long as I help Seven make the right decision, we're on the same side. Yeah, so I thought about it from every angle, and there was only one way to everything made sense. We should be a duo. Lucky Seven is the perfect combination. I mean, if you're still up for it. Seriously? That's the best news. Oh man, we're gonna tear it up. That's cool. I have one condition though. Seven raises an eyebrow. We gotta fire our agent. She'll probably sue us, but it'll be worth it. She's toxic.
What?
Who's gonna line up gigs and promotions? We'll find someone. Maybe Jambles can help out. It's not really his job, but he does seem like he'd be good at it. What do you think, Jambles? Do you want to be our agent for the summer? I can try. Evan smiles at you and squeezes your hand. Bro, it's gonna be so amazing. This is like the best moment of our life. Lucky Seven forever. Sungwoo rushes Seven and takes him into a bear hug. Seven wipes his eyes discreetly. Oh, jeez. I always forget how strong you are. I can't breathe, man. Sorry, bro. Yesterday was on day at the gym. So I guess we should have a band meeting. Duo meeting. Soon. For now, let's celebrate and get out of here before anyone recognizes us. Seven smiles. Feel yourself smiling back without realizing you're doing it. Seven leans into you and feel electricity radiating from his skin. Spend the evening discussing logistics. Eventually you head home. Well, shit, just got yourself a job, too. Hey, I know it's a little silly, but I miss you already. Maybe that's a weird thing to say to your agent, but I'll hate it here without you. Let's hang out again soon. See you in the dungeon, I hope. I don't think I have his voice right. Can't remember how I was doing it. Feel like I should, I think I said this before, have a post-it note on my monitor that has like characters' names, the voices I was doing for him. Or like watch my streams, my VODs. Do you have any other dates floating around, or do we go back in? Oh, I know what we're gonna do. Just a prompt of who I modeled the voice after. Yeah, it's a good idea. I still got the thing I was doing for him last time. Yeah, okay. The thing is, I don't know any like generic South Korean accents. That's just what I do. I don't have anything in mind. Anyway, take a look at the cat. As you approach, Valeria shushes you. She whispers softly in greeting. Hey, Jambles. I thought I was gonna paint the vineyard today, but I saw your friend here sleeping so cute between the grapes I had to change plans. You have to follow where fate leads, you know? Ways. Pocket sits up, suddenly alert at the sound of your voice. Shh, nice kitty, sleepy kitty. My sketch is almost done. Don't move. Pocket comes over to rub his head on your leg. In the process, he walks all over Valeria's paints. No, hey, watch where those paws are going. Don't eat it. That stuff is poisonous. Here, let me help you. Pocket puffs up, not at all willing to let Valeria touch his paws. Offer water to walk in. Pocket looks at you like you asked him to become a dog. Pocket walks away through the vineyard, leaving red and yellow spots in his tracks. Oh well, as long as he walks it off, it should be okay. Thanks for trying to help. Cats, huh? They never do what you tell them to. I guess I'm not so different, really. Maybe I can rescue the sketch with more of the vineyard imagery.
Ciao.
Yeah. She murmurs a goodbye and returns to her painting. I think you're right, Willow. Wouldn't be too hard to keep a small notepad. I mean a .text file, I don't mean physically. You guys live in the real world and that's ridiculous. Hello, Clerk. Didn't actually mean to buy that, never mind. Not a lot of money. Just like doing a trip to see if there's anything I'm missing. Oh, cool. Here, this is where you get it. Right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. There we are. Cool. We'll spend all of our fucking money. Love it. Why not? It's funny. Angel costume. Nice. What's a true loyalty? True royalty, right? That makes sense. Blacksmith. Oh, that's fucking Eric's. I don't want that. Royal crown. Oh, I need one more dark. I don't have enough money for one more dark thing. Okay, and then we've made everything, I believe. I have a little present for you. I don't know if you like the beach, but meet me there, perhaps 7 p.m. Okay? See you soon. So we're meeting our sweet boyfriend for a date. Let's just see if we can... No, not wearing his clothes. Good. That's so dumb. I love it. Do we have... See further. Oh, that's cool. High chance of critical hit. I love that. All right. Love it. Let's go. Yeah. And you can't hear them? That's a mess. Oh, hey, Cleric. Well, that's the thing. It wasn't a real puzzle. Sound was messing up. It's fine. You can go, puzzle minus. That'll sort it out. This is not appropriate, so, like... But it shouldn't! Like, here, I'll just... Puzzle minus. There we go. Oh, man! This joke is not going to get old. Oh, you can't see the money count. It counted down from the 800 we had. Yeah. Unlock webcam. That's been counting down for quite a while now. Nothing else important is in that part, so... Find Seven strumming a guitar on the beach. He's very focused and hasn't noticed you. Picks a few chords here and there, trying out a few melodies.
What?
Eventually he notices you and startles.
Hey.
Hey, sheesh, way to spoil your present. I was hoping to surprise you. I wrote you a song. It's probably terrible, so it's okay if you don't like it. Let's hear it. I just wanted to give you something small. Nobody else has heard it yet. It's called Jambles in Verona. I'm more of a dancer than a singer, so there's no lyrics. Just my feelings, okay? Seven plays guitar, carefully avoiding looking at you as he plays. Close your eyes. Focus on the music, letting everything else fall away. Spend a peaceful moment together, joined by the music. Hey! Hey! A voice yells out over the beach, interrupting a moment as the sun sets.
You! Leave him alone!
dare you, Jambles? I trusted you. I pet cats with you. You Yoko. I knew it. How could you? You must have been plotting for years. Lady, I don't know what you're talking about, but you have to calm down. That's terrible, Loxy. Absolutely fucking terrible. There should be something in the SCCM or remote access tool that allows them to, like, also duplicate sound to you. And Jambles, come on, don't antagonize her. Whatever this is. He broke up Blade Generation, the best band ever. The fan club knows everything. Her lower lip trembles and her eyes fill with tears. All the fault of evil Jambles and his sexy wiles. Excuse me, I'm just gonna take a quick screenshot. There we go. There we go. Perfect. I need that. Hold on now. You think Sungwoo and I can't make our own decisions? That's insulting. You're pure sweet boys. No mortal deserves you. Especially that one. Olivia points at you accusingly. Just follow Lucky 7 instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got your fave, Sungwoo. What's the big deal? But Sungwoo's gone back to Korea and I thought I could be the one. Love doesn't always work out the way we think it will. Jambles is my best friend, and nothing you can say that change that. Olivia's eyes leak and she starts making choking sounds. But you're still young. What's the time left to make your mark? And cats love you. I don't care about dancing or even cats right now. I don't need your advice. I'm just gonna go.
Later.
Take care. Olivia trudges off through the sand, eyes on the horizon. I think the cat hates it when I cry. I'm being whipped with a tail again. He's a good boy. You both watch her go, wishing the best for her. You blush to realize Seven's staring into your eyes.
Huh. I guess the world is finding out about Blade Generation and about us. I thought it would make me have a panic attack to have a romance out in public. Instead, it makes me feel more relaxed. I want everyone to know how important you are. I feel so lucky I have your support in the adventures to come. When I met you, I was in a deep depression, consumed with envy and bitterness.
You were also cracked and in a dungeon.
Now, I have so much to look forward to. I have so much energy. It feels like a dream. One where you stepped in and made everything better. I love you.
But you'll have to put up with my fans. Olivia won't be the only one who's upset. You okay? You'll be fine.
Yeah.
We will. Best friends take things as they come, together. Well, now that we've had his, declaration of love, I've got more of an idea of his voice. And I was fucking it up entirely. And you can wield me when I'm feeling weak on my own. We'll be an unstoppable team. Love rank 6. We did it. High when you're on low health. Total of 5. 7 smiles at you, fingers wandering over the guitar. It's getting chilly, and I think a new Chronoside episode just came out today. You head home together and watch some shows comfortably together on the couch. When he leaves in the morning, his guitar stays behind, tucked under your bed. Alright, Loxy, thank you, that's a good point. Seems you'll be together for a while. You've reached max love rank with 7, the laser saber. Some shows. Hey. You made me blush with the smallest thing. How am I supposed to stay cool with you being so cute? Just gotta practice. Definitely. Much as possible before you go home. Time goes by so quickly. See you soon, I hope. Yeah, man. One sec. We turned up to a date on the beach wearing this outfit. Alright, do you see anybody else? We're gonna date with Rowan! They're up here! Hi, Rowan!
Good day.
Oh, yes! Oh, they look great. I love it. Rowan is looking out over Verona Beach in unusual attire. You look great. Good. It's rather warm today to be wearing this many layers, I must say. In trying to reach beyond the veil, symbols and metaphors are powerful. I thought maybe wearing our traditional family robes might help. Maybe it did. Either way, I found Alice in my heart and she really lashed me. Called me a coward and a weakling. But when it comes to how I treat you, she said she was disappointed in me. She expected better. I'll fight her. You could try, but he has a point.
I've been leaning on you, and on Crowley, too much. It's been unbalanced. I love you. You've shown me so much patience and generosity of spirit.
I love them. Eternal. Lasts a bit longer.
And yet I've taken advantage of your kindness. I'm sorry for that. It's not right. I always call you in a crisis. To help me with grief, or with Crowley, or with everything. It's like I've treated you almost as a tool, a medicine, or a playmate.
Hot.
You deserve better.
Alright.
You've helped me grow as a scythe, and as a person, sharpening me. I want to do the same for you.
I love you too. Rowan's eyes widen. You can almost feel their heartbeat quicken, even from this distance.
What power your words have over me. Love magic indeed.
Yes! God, he's a dork! How good is that? That's fucking incredible! What power your words have over me. Love magic indeed.
So from now on, I want to be equally giving.
They're the
To
best.
meet you halfway. Ever since I first met you, I loved letting you be in control. But
Hot.
I should contribute too.
Hell yeah! They're gonna be my non-binary switch lover.
I want us to be together for a long time, so we have to be equals in all things. As partners.
I agree. I'm glad. I can already feel Alice approving. We're on the right track. But if I backslide, I hope you'll call me on it. Habits can take time to break. Don't worry so much. Rowan releases an exhalation of relief. Thank you. Riley mutters something softly into Rowan's ear. Rowan nods. And Cruella got you these. His friends will be quite jealous. Free glass. They hand you a handful of small, rounded beads of glass. Pretty human. So what's new with you? Any interesting people you've met? Monsters you've destroyed? You walk down the mountain as the sun sets, filling them in on recent events and chatting. May I offer you a cup of Margaret's Hope Darjeeling tea? It's a family treasure, but I'd like to share it with you. And give you a full tour of the estate. You could spend the night if you wanted to. I'd like that. Rowan leads you inside and you spend a quiet evening together. At some point, Crowley retires to his cage. You notice their bed is encircled by a line of salt, but you forget as their lips and blade explore your body. They trace runes on your skin, making your blood sing in an alien rhythm. The pleasure is crystalline. You find yourself becoming more forceful with them, and they melt under you, obedient to your whims. Eventually you drift up. No! Tell me more, please! You become more pliant under your will, shifting forms at your command. First, the words of your request, then they move to anticipate your every desire, read the looks, the twitches of your eyes. When you gaze down, you want to see them, feel them in their long, hafted form. Or when you stroke the pommel just the right way to turn them back to their humanoid form, to better grasp something and pull it closer to you. Eventually, you drift into a deep sleep and you seem to continue your love in another worldly dream. No, Luxie! Oh, VODs. Yes? Well, I can see if it's me. Let me take a look as well. No, my bitrate's pretty well, sorry. Scythe don't have pommel. They could have a pommel! Right? That was pretty good for improvised on the spot. I definitely haven't been writing Rowan fanfiction. Why not? It's a decorative pommel. It's just a counterweight on the end. Like, I don't think it's going to be put into a tang that carries through with the blade. Like, it's not going to have a pommel that's connected to the blade itself. But it is a counterweight that's screwed into the bottom of the haft. Does that count? I think it's possible. Just no. How dare you? Does it count as a puzzle?
Farewell.
In the morning, you share a few kisses and symbolic gestures, then head home. You've reached Mac Love rank with Rowan the Scythe. I know you must return to your home soon. Corley seems to think you can fly, but I told him surely not. Corley's right. I suppose I should have learned better by now than to doubt him. Not that it matters, really. The important thing is that you'll be far away. For a time, anyway. Our paths are forever intertwined. Forever intertwined. Definitely. I hope that it is our love that binds us more than the wounds we take from that katana. Time will tell. Well, if there are no more dates on the screen, we're going to have to do a dunge. It's the only one we haven't finished already, so... Okay, we've got two left. Sunder and Jonah. I think it's time for Jonah. He's lovely. It's freaking lag. Yeah, I'm sorry, Luxie. I've checked my bitrate. There doesn't appear to be an issue on my end.
Let's get those monsters on the chopping block.
Yeah. Use an heavy attack as a way to move around the field. Not bad. Mysterious katana mention. If we want the plot point, go do the thing that's been on the screen for a while and ends the game. Party hat recipe? I thought we had all the crafting things. Guess not. Yeah, we don't have a little guys. Oh, fuck. He's saying it's okay. It's no big deal. Fucking hell. Come on. There we go. Ow. If you're running an Adobe product, that's going to be the first thing I suggest you close. Katana is, we do not know which person it is. It's almost definitely a person. More lab and science stuff? We've seen this before. Someone messed up their experiment here pretty bad, it looks like. Didn't clean it up. Did we clean it? Nah, we're still in a dungeon after all. We're breaking plenty of things ourselves. Yeah. LA tickets. Lighthouse. Hey, thanks. I'll definitely use this. Just get out of here before we step on any broken glass. Yeah, if we want to do the plot point, we go do the thing that's been on the map for a while now. The plot is hiding and meeting Eric. Yeah, essentially. Because, like, metaphorically, decent story if Eric is in fact also a weapon, but he hates it, and he's a self-loathing weapon. Boyfriend dungeon. Not subtle on the queer culture. And good! Oof. I think I'm gonna have to actually learn the fucking combos with this weapon to make it useful. Light, light, heavy seems to work.
Good run.
Fuck. Okay. Oh, this one's hard. Do it though. Get him to accept himself? I don't know. Like, I want to smack him because he sounds terrible. Jambles, sorry, but can you help me out with something? Tell me what to do. I found a potentially perfect job, but I feel like weird about it. It's at night at the lighthouse. I'm a little nervous. Can you come with me, please? Of course. Thank you. I'll see you there. I gotta say, I'm not banging Eric. You don't reward weird incels with sex. You hurried away. You thought you saw someone the same size and shape as Jonah, but it was just a big rock. Whoops. Lighthouse light. The lighthouse's light briefly swings over you, blinding you. The vision returns. You sense someone standing very close to you. Better not be Eric. Well, hello, little morsel.
Hey.
Oh, hey, it's you, Sunder's playmate. I don't know where my contact went. People are so unreliable in this century. Maybe you'll do. Do you mind making someone stop talking about something quietly? By kissing them? Oh, no, little mouse. At least not only that. I suppose you wouldn't have to kill them, but it's the most intimate option. After all, what's more intimate than death? You only get one, you know. Speaking of which, on second thought, maybe we can do something else. No reason why Saunders should have all the fun. This can be our secret. I mean, we're here all alone, just you and me and the moon. Yep, I'm all yours. She smiles more widely, her voice purring against her teeth. Perfect. She licks her lips and cups your face in her hands. Her fingers are cool against your cheeks. I mean, it might sting a little, but just for the moment. Some people think it feels good, actually. Stop right there! Hey. I think this one. Chop chop. axe swings menacingly into view. Mandy leaps backward with surprising speed. No need to startle a girl. We were just having a moment. Nothing to be worried about. You was gonna eat me.
Nah.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. It was just gonna be a snack, I promise. Karen shifts to human form hurriedly. Oh, so you're J.I.'s for jellyfish, right? Punctuality can be life or death in this line of work. Not me, I'm just this dude's friend. If you say so. Mandy melts into the night, leaving you alone with Jonah. Are you okay? Did she hurt you? J.I.'s for jellyfish?
Yeah.
Shh, not so loud, but yeah. Let's walk while we talk. I have adrenaline to burn. He starts walking decisively. You have to hurry a little bit to keep up. You can hear him muttering sentence fragments to himself. You've never seen him angry like this. Are you mad at me? What? No, of course not. Obviously not. Why would you think that? No, J.I.'s for jellyfish. I think that's funnier. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap. I'm just really mad at myself.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry, Jambles, for putting you in danger. I'm supposed to be a pacifist, but I don't know what it would have done if she'd hurt you. Something I'd regret, I'm sure, and if I didn't, I'd regret that even more. And then even if things went to plan, what was it gonna beat someone up for money? Like, disgusting. I guess I should say I'm more disappointed in myself than mad, but honestly, I'm both. Always go on about not wanting to be seen as just a weapon, and that's what I fall back on. Going to the dungeon has made it feel more normal, sure, but that's not your fault either. I'm not just a tool for hurting things. I'm a tool and a hypocrite. Maybe I just can't hack it as a normal human. Maybe that's a real problem. You're my favorite jellyfish. He stops and smiles just a little. Thanks. I mean, I bet you don't know many other jellyfish, but I'll take it. Besides, jellyfish sting people, right? It's almost like they're a weapon. Honestly, the only way I can stand myself as an axe is in your hands. Let's get back to the dungeon soon, okay? If you forgive me.
See ya.
He walks with you towards town and gives you a gentle kiss goodbye. You head home. Nice, Luxie. Thanks for being there for me. It might have been the low point in my life, to be honest. You okay? I don't know yet. I can't tell if I need time to think or maybe I need time to not think, you know? Just be. Either way, I guess life goes on. See you around! You're a weird dude, Jonah. Good weird dude. Which floor? 6. We're gonna do this.
Oh, dang. I forgot to stretch. Oh, well.
Okay, swing, swing, big swing. Well. We have a light combat. It does a lot of damage, so, like, I'm not gonna hate on that. Cool. Little fox, huh? Alright, so the consecutive heavy swings deal more damage each time, so great against bosses, I guess. Nice. Parasite recipe. Great! Yeah, the poor dumb himbo has definitely been through some shit. Seem like you need a break. Libraries here are scattered all over the place. It must be a nightmare to organize. Oh wait, I guess it is. Literally a nightmare. Well, made of fear, anyway. Would you like to offer a gift? Yes? Wait, would you... Here, have a bouquet of daisies. Oh, he fucking loves it. Nice. They're so... cheerful. Wait, I love them, right? Oh, yeah. I used to have a recurring nightmare about the library and its organization. Dreamt I was trying to find a book, but the numbers they'd written down were all nonsense. Every time I'd look so long for the book, a family member would starve to death. Once it was my little sister in the fantasy section, once it was my dad in the travel section. I started hating the Dewey Decimal System. Ages later, bam! Doctors find out I have mild dyslexia. Poor kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a tough time. Got everything sorted out eventually though, thankfully. But just to be safe, let's not look up any particular books for today. Not always the most enthusiastic monster chopper, but it's still more comfortable than being here. You let him lead you back into the dungeon. Yeah. God, why would you think you're mad at me? Anxiety disorder? Cannot recommend? Well, at least that's clear, right? You've made your... Ow.
Needed a break anyway.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Well, a level 35 then. 1 extra HP. Love it. Well, we get to go on another date, huh? Okay, Jambles, I have everything figured out. I met someone amazing and she turned my life around. I'm not worried anymore. Is this goodbye? Wait, what are you even asking? Look, okay, don't freak out. Just come to the ferry. You have to meet her. Wait, what were you saying? I thought you were done. I guess not. I'll be here. Whatever. Forever, maybe. You're a weird dude. Stop. Yeah, unhelpful brain indeed. You find Jonah at the ferry docks peering down the beach and shouting. Yeah, get it! That's it, swim! Yeah! Oh, Jambles, you're up for anything today, huh? This fucking guy. Jonah laughs as a soaking wet dog runs up to him with a big stick. There she is! Who's the best girl? Is it you? Yes, you are.
Hey.
Jambles, meet Mariposa. Mariposa, Jambles is a really great human. Trust me on this. The dog smiles at you. Is she sizing you up? No, that's probably just your imagination. Nice to meet you. Mariposa gives a short, approving bark.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just move further down the beach and keep talking, somewhere less crowded. You walk together along the ocean, Mariposa running ahead with her tongue flopping. Jonah winds up and throws a stick far into the water. Mariposa races in after it with a big splash. The starter coming here every day. She's always here, ready to play and enjoy the day. No complaints, no identity crisis, no anxiety, just the joy of being alive. If you're in low health and there are no enemies nearby, heal immediately to 25%. Not bad! I like that. Thank you. Great. Mariposa helps me without even thinking, just by being herself. That's peak performance. A true role model. Jonah nods thoughtfully, gazing out over the ocean. I mean, I know Mariposa ain't some kind of dog saint because she plays fetch. Mariposa reappears, soaking wet with the stick, ready for another throw. Jonah takes the driftwood and hurls it again. She bounds after it. I don't know how to put it into words properly, I guess. Let me try again. Oh, Captain. He plays fetch selfishly? like for her own pleasure, but that's the beauty of it, you know? So I'm a weapon, and sometimes that part of me is selfish or even hurtful if I'm not careful. That's okay. I'm okay. If I can find joy in it, somehow maybe even my weapon form has value. Besides, would you even hang out with me if I went all, you know, choppy? Never mind, don't answer that. It doesn't matter. I didn't mean to interrogate you. Just by being here, you give me strength. Maybe I can say it more clearly next time. I hope so. He blushes lightly and looks away, his old shyness returning. Hold his hand. The hand touches his, Joanna looks into your eyes, searching, hoping. Let him kiss you. On impulse, he lifts you into a bear hug of a kiss. On impulse, he lifts you into a bear hug of a kiss, your feet lifting off the ground. All is warm and soft and good, except after a few minutes you realize it's hard to breathe. He chuckles and sits you down again. You try to remember how to stand. Can I make you dinner at your place maybe? Are you busy tonight? Please do. With a farewell head scratch from Mariposa, you both wander toward town in a companionable quest. At the grocer, Jonah blushes when you meet his eyes, making the produce aisle oddly intimate. As the apartment door closes behind him, you can feel your blood pumping in your ears. Hi. You look... I wonder... Take him to bed. Your bodies meet without pretension, only warmth. He's hesitant at first, but your enthusiasm urges him on. You feel as if you're at the center of his universe, enshrined with a delicate care in each caress. A while later, you lie against his warmth and your stomach rumbles. I guess I have work to do? In the kitchen, he's loose with measurements and spices, and he dirties literally all of the dishes. Eventually, he presents his creation, an aromatic Japanese-style mushroom curry. Ta-da! I hope you like it. It's not too spicy, but if you don't like it, that's okay too. You dig in. It's rich and flavorful with chunks of hearty carrots and radish. Jonah eats his own portion with a quiet smile. Thank you for letting me do this small thing for you. Even if it was something so small, it felt good to be with you somewhere cozy. My pleasure. Also, it's not that small, Jonah. Ooh. He smiles and he hesitates and shakes his head. Hang out again soon. You have my number. This is really special for me. I'm not good with words, but yeah, never mind. Just see you soon. I hope.
See ya.
Gonna gives you a big, crushing hug and lets himself out. You fall asleep almost as soon as your head finds the pillow. Hey, so no food poisoning, right? Of course not. Good. Chances are low, but you never know. After seeing all the restrictions at the restaurant kitchen, I couldn't help worrying a little. Anyway, here's your health. See you around, I hope. I love that you're so dense you can't have a job. That's hilarious. Nice. I gotta do it. Finish this goddamn dungeon.
It's like stress is seeping through the walls. Ugh.
This guy, Jonah hates it here, and I think that's so funny. Oh, I hate this zine. Should probably change it next time we're in the apartment. Oh, restroom already. You know, some older people say the world was better before the internet. I'm not so sure. Universal access to knowledge and international friendships are pretty cool. Or maybe some things were slightly easier before social media. I'd believe that. How so? I just feel so vulnerable online now, like I'm shouting from the world's tallest mountain. I connect with people. I think everyone does, but I don't really need strangers yelling at me. Maybe if I deserve it sometimes, I'm probably wrong a lot. That's why I want to say things in private, and if I'm wrong, I'd rather find out from people who love me. Maybe they should invent a social media that just lets you, like, float, soak, not have to engage, like a jellyfish. Yeah, exactly. Jellynet. Maybe someday, huh? It gives the computers a friendly pat and transforms. Like to offer a gift? Yeah, do you want a frying pan? He loves it. Hey, thanks, I'll definitely use this. At least the media sphere can't touch us down here, I hope. Can it? No, let's say it can't. Alright, we'll max love with him. We go on a nice, lovely date. Then it's Sunder. And then we're done. That's all of them. What a time. Yeah, alright. And more, yeah. You hit really hard with the heavy attacks. Shit, they fuck us up too. Free heals. You deserve nice things. Yeah, it is, right? I guess they only thought is like Kit Fox is not a massive studio. And they intended and made at least one DLC, so it's like you finish the main story, you go back, you play a little more. But I thought going on that date with Eric, like, finishes the game, ends the game, is over. But I don't know, maybe it doesn't. Maybe we'll find out, right? Fucking jeez, man. Maybe I shouldn't insist on clearing the entire floor before I go down. Do it in a sprint, baby. This scene sucks. Hey! Cool! 11 hit points is not enough to, like, tank one of the hits, so that upgrade's mostly pointless in here. Fuck these fucking pens! Okay. Hey, buddy. Fuck you. Maybe there is, right? Maybe I'm going too fast. Maybe I'm going too slow. Do we need more stuff? Yeah, I'm glad you agree with that idea. It's probably where it's going, and like, the clear subtext makes sense. Okay. All right. Got a date for me? Late summer, so bittersweet. Slowly shorter days, cold weather on the horizon. Love is leaving town. You want to go for a hike with me to take in some extra summer vibes? Plus, totally optional bonus wine. Yes and yes. Meet me at the vineyard. It's just southeast of town. Can't wait. Nice. Going on a hike. Party hat. Nice. We need dark essence and that's it. They cost 50 each. I think I've got 100, so should be good. find money more often. Sun hat. Perfect. Okay, decoy, let's try that. You hope there's another cat. Lemoore Vineyard. Sundress, sun hat, let's go. You easily spot Jonah. He waves you over and you start wandering through the vineyard.
Hey,
Thanks for coming. I know I've been up and down a lot lately. More of a beer guy usually, but hops fields aren't as pretty. I love the view.
yeah.
Me too. Oh, I guess you mean including me. Thanks. Well, so... Yeah, he hesitates. You can tell he's been rehearsing something he wants to say and he isn't sure how to start. You can say anything. Jonah blushes, realizing how easily you read him. Thanks. I'll try. That's my chest. Come on. Cat. He clears his throat, visibly steeling himself before he looks you in the eyes. A while ago, you said about... no. That should be there, right? This is why I don't display the cat that often, because he gets in the way. There you go. He said something about trusting weapon people because he followed your heart. It threw me into a bit of a spiral because I wanted your heart to lead to me. I think I wanted to impress you so badly I couldn't help second guessing my whole life. Oh. Even faster, that'd be good. Then you said you wanted to go with the flow, and I second guessed myself again.
Sorry.
Of course, it's not your fault at all. I see how quickly you grow and adapt. It's intimidating. I'm trying so hard.
Yeah.
I know, you can't help it. You make me want to be a trier too, because your effort is
I've
working.
seen it with my own eyes. From Jesse's barbecue till now, you've, well, leveled up. I love that about you. I mean, not just that. I love all of you. I mean, I love you. And the, physical side is really good too. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I want you to know that I'm growing too, as a person. Maybe not at the same rate or in the same way, but I am making progress towards my best self. So, I hope you could be patient with me.
I love you too.
Oh, good. That feels so good to hear.
You're such a doofus, man.
I guess we're both gonna be growing for a long time. I don't know what I'm leveling up towards, but we'll find out together.
Whenever I take a bite of the focaccia, Marvel wakes up from her nap to look at me. Just in case.
The way I see it, we don't need to be perfect. We just need to be on our own journey. You know? All I want is this moment, here, now, with you, with the world.
Emma said something very smart last night. She's like, she's a very food-motivated dog, and she can't help that. I'm like, oh shit, that's perfect, yeah. That's fine. She's just doing her dog thing.
Or, this moment, in this one.
Oh my god, he's stuck in a loop. Quick, kiss him.
You know what I mean.
Alright, I'll hug him instead. You hold each other in a tight hug until you start to feel sweat trickling down your back. Lets you go with a smile, wiping sweat from his forehead. Ooh, I forgot how hot it can be when you're not in the water. Let's walk. It's all downhill from here to the beach. You stop in at the winery for a refreshing moment of shade before walking through town. Eventually you reach the sea. As soon as your feet touch sand, you also hear a joyful bark. Mariposa runs up to you and hops, clearly restraining herself from jumping up on you. I knew it. She likes you. Let's have a swimming race. You'll have to try hard to keep up with us. Come on, last one to the boy is a nunchuck. Jonah throws off his t-shirt and plunges into the sea, seemingly without a care in the world. Mariposa follows. They both stop and look back at you at the water, smiling. You're both nunchucks! Jonah laughs and splashes you with water just as you wade in after them. Mariposa barks in protest. The nunchuck! Poor Jethro. Yeah. Maybe he's just trying to hold on with his teeth. You enjoy a long, playful evening together. You reach maximum love rank with Jonah the axe. Nice. No message after the date? Ooh. You sure? Yeah, wow. Alright, Sunder, you're up, buddy. Which floor would you like to go to? 6! You get in the elevator. Going down. Look, I'm sorry, the cable
Smells like
isn't...
fresh meat. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Need a full screen for it. What is it? Alright, that's... Ow, fuck. Steal one. Okay, we'll leave one so we can come back and get it if we need. The cat is now resting on my arm. Now, sexy vampire voice as requested by Cleric Bard through Willows. Need to wait for him to say something. As a vampire in a vampire game doing a monologue about fighting someone. Oh, I like that. Okay, yeah. No, this is a challenge. Let's do it. I enjoy the difficult moments with you. First, we wait for just a little bit longer and let my teeth scrape against the challenge you will pose. You will pose me so gently. Like you know you will lose, but you want to feel me fight for it. So come. Come for these staplers and this pen. Want to feel their flesh, their plastic underneath my teeth. That vampire voice. We did it. Together, you and I did it. Over there, and on the floor. The other one, there it is. Ugh, thank you. We're going to the next floor. I'm not waiting around. I'm gonna give him a ticket to an opera and he'll probably remember when it was first written or something. And, like, that'll get us love points. No need to screw around. I want to be screwed around. We did it. There's a... I'll tell you about that later. We did it. Time for a little break. These books all look suspiciously new. I didn't go to college per se, but it seems weird to me. Back in the day, people wrote books because it was the best way to communicate. Ways for complicated ideas over long distances, or to remember stuff. But now surely there are better ways, and all on my phone, not dead trees. Probably right. Thunder seems amused. Oh, too bad. I was in the mood to argue. To test our wills against one another. And here you are, being all sweet and cute. What if I said the feel of books was terrible, though? And would you disagree? Yep, I'd have to.
Uh-huh.
Good, that's the right answer. The feel of books can't be beat. Always shocked some people prefer glossy magazines. But hey, some people prefer wielders that aren't you. There's no accounting for taste. You like to offer a gift? Yep. Hey, you want to go to see an opera? No? I mean, I'm not really in the mood for opera tickets today, no offense. Good thing we still have excellent taste in common. I am amazed he didn't want opera tickets. Captain's tail is whipping things on my keyboard. Damn, blast all at once. They don't scare me. Meow, to you too, Captain. Ah, shit, you gotta kill everything in here. Ugh. Dodge left. I mean right. Oh, we don't have enough heals. I will wear a dainty garland. Verona College, semester 8 of 8. Alright, a little bit more. Let's go. Little Jambles, you can deal with this. Just fight. Just push harder. Just a little bit longer. I could use a break. Oh, this kind of stuff is what makes me regret not going to university. Just a little. Scientists are genuinely wizards doing actual magic, as far as I'm concerned. I think Rowan would back me up on that. Come to think of it, maybe I should have them teach me some science. Physics, biology, numerology, astrology, anything would be good to know, right? Magic ones. Well, I'd say they're all magic once you get deep enough. That's the problem. The appeal. The real problem comes when I actually have to go to class or read a book. I'd much rather be having fun and enjoying the moment, as you've probably noticed. But maybe I'm onto something, a lost arts of sorts that I should be teaching. Well, scientists don't seem as happy as I am. Not wizards either, for that matter. But who knows, maybe I'll just take a little reading break tonight if the club isn't as full tonight. Or at least, it'll remind me to look up the subject on my phone. Pocket's a book. You know in your bones you'll never open it. Would you like to offer a gift? Sure. Is there any concert? Marsky and McQueen play at La Rosa sometimes. It'd be fun to see them somewhere else. Now let's get back out there. No time for intellectualizing. Are you not a Sunder fan? In the club. He's losing his appeal for all of us, especially as we meet nicer. Like, like a doofy guy Polly, and he's bad at Polly. Like that's what Jonah the Axe is for, and he's great at it. Oh shit. Ouch. You know, like vampire hurts, and he's gotta go. Yes, he instinctively opens his shirt as a response to most stimulus. So, you have deep pockets, right? Like, well, he's a vampire. I'm gonna say he eats very little. That's why he has a low enough body fat percentage to have such distinct abs. So that's a lot of constant effort. So he probably wants to show that off, right? But also, on the other hand, fucker doesn't eat anything. He's a goddamn vampire. Is it ridiculously vain if someone was like, I will embrace you, kindred. You can do it together. We will live forever in our embrace. I'm like, cool. Can I have like 6 months to get absolutely fucking ripped? No, seriously. Let me get a sweet haircut, do my skin for a while, then get absolutely goddamn ripped. You know, like horrible body fat percentage, like very unhealthy, and then embrace me. Just so I'll forever. The answer is yes, by the way. Don't do that. It's not worth it. You'd be better spending 6 months loving who you are and finding self-worth in another way. And if you do that, you probably don't want to become a vampire, because those fuckers are damned. And they're really sad about that too. Yet another triumph for the sexiest duo around. Okay, I thought 8 of 8 would be the end, but we're going down again. Verona College. Final exam! Hey, the elevator's here. We don't have to do the whole dungeon again. That's great. Another weapon? You hear a soft whimpering.
Go, run, save yourselves. The AI has gone completely mad and will destroy you and us all.
You see a whip curled up on the floor, looking very small and frayed. We're here to rescue you.
No, really, I'm totally doomed. Please just leave here. I don't mind. I'll find a way to escape eventually.
This is very Australian. Can I pick you up? Comrade? Comrade?
Absolutely not. Never. You're my type for sure, but I'm my own person. No offense to your sidekick there.
Hey,
The whip person smirks. The doors lock.
In fact, I think you should be punished for trying to wield me like an object.
That's fair.
You can't even imagine how busy I am. And I told you over and over to go home. I am Dr. Holmes, legendary hacker, world-leading AI researcher, and one of the Forbes 5 under 5. So just being here is a big honor for you. Remember that when the paramedics come.
But we're gonna fight? The whip laughs, seemingly genuinely amused.
Yes.
Yes, my dear Himbo, we are. The first step is to analyze your many weaknesses. This will only hurt for a moment. You push a few buttons and the floor begins to fall away. Holmes. Wet. Professor finally got back to me. I can't believe this. I've just been down there the whole time, working?
We'll get him next time.
Alright. I'm afraid your grade will have to be an F, but that's normal. Don't worry, this is within the expected range of performance.
See ya.
You sigh and feel something crumple inside. After all after that is darkness. Score F. Shit. Pro-ZD is Sunder? Fuck. I didn't notice, which means he's an amazing actor. Wow. Oh, finally got back to me. Can't believe this. Down there all that time, just working? At least she's okay. Dr. Holmes, I mean. Sorry, not you, that was weird. Sorry, I'm crying. I don't know how to handle anger very well. I mean, thank you. I got so worked up over nothing. Embarrassing. I'm gonna focus on Jesse and the wedding. Do I get an invite? This is Sam. Presidy's a great YouTube guy. Very funny. He'll send you a sketch around. I've got the exact sketch I'm going to send you. Emma just sighed. She doesn't know why she sighed, but she sighed. Everything is too much work, you know? Dunge of wedding vamp hunters, the club. Gotta relax. You want to chill in the park with me? More like heat it up. Yeah, boy. Cool, I'll see you there. Oh man, thank you so much for finding the prof. Sam finally stopped worrying and slept for like 20 hours straight. When she woke up, we decided to scrap our elaborate wedding plans. Instead, we're going to do a little more DIY. Not quite open, but not baby Jesse's dream wedding either. Can I help? Well, I hope you'll do me a favor. Will you be a groomsman? These are bachelor parties, so don't worry about that. Show up, stand behind me for the ceremony, maybe say something nice at the reception. There isn't even a rehearsal because we're doing the thing tomorrow. What do you say? Oh, thanks, sure. Yeah, okay, great. One less thing to worry about. Ceremony is going to be at the vineyard to the south. Terrible one, please don't say anything. The staff are very nice. Then reception in our backyard, no big deal. Oh, I almost forgot to say the dress code is purple tie. What's purple tie? It means like the fanciest ever, high-end fashion. Think like Met Gala. Oh, it's hard to get stuff last minute, but we're on a beach. I'm sure it'll be fine. Fuck! I didn't intend to do that, but I guess it happened anyway. You reflect. It's been a long time since you've been to a wedding. Who do you invite to join you at Jesse's wedding tomorrow? Valeria. Well, you're +1, wondering what they'll wear. Valeria picks up almost immediately, sounding worried. She calms down when you explain. Purple tie? I didn't know you were so fancy. I'll try out my new dress. See you there. I hang up. Yeah, you close it thoughtfully. I mean... it's gotta be, right? Old Lucifer, alright. Civica Park. You find Sunder waiting at a bench, listening to the crickets.
Hey.
Hey, cutie. Been working hard, going to the dungeon, making friends. I don't know how you do it. You work and just keep working. Maybe it's just because it's been 200 years, but life seems exhausting to me. Sound burned out. Probably. No, not by the sun. I don't know, vampire life was cool at first. Everything eventually loses its appeal over time. Even me?
Nah.
No, definitely not. Thunder clears his throat. Like to offer a gift? Sure. What is well the opera? You like some bourbon? Yes, yes he would. I don't eat much, but I do love all the other forbidden pleasures. But was there anything you wanted to ask me about the vampire situation? Are they werewolves too? Short answer, no. Long answer, death wolves have some related, moon-related baggage. That never migrated to California, so I wouldn't worry about it. Can you turn into a bat? Oh, what, turning into a sword isn't enough for you? But no, I can't. No invisibility either, at least not yet. Maybe when I get older. Ugh, I hope no older vampires are watching us right now. Creepy. But I am allergic to sunlight, garlic, and churches. Oh. What's the deal with Mandy? Mandy's my blood mother, and has been since 1812 or so. I was a nobody in Benares, India. Oh, neat. Good. Leona Maple's like, I think he's Southeast Asian, and hey, she's right. Good job. Found me, turned me, and took me in. Here I am, eternally young, because she liked my face. We haven't been lovers in a long time, if that's what you're wondering. You literally drink blood? Yeah, it's not bad. Mixes well with vodka. I almost don't miss normal food. Except fried dough. I'd kill to eat a donut, but even donut makers don't taste similar. Sad stuff. No more questions here. I get to ask you a question. The tables turn. Enemies who die while bleeding can explode. Neat! Yeah, warning, it's a bit of a doozy. Been feeling restless and purposeless the last 50 years or so? What would you do with 200 years? What do you really, really want? Honestly. Happiness. Yeah, same here. I just want to enjoy life, you know, every moment. Too bad everything is so much work. Even just thinking about the next 100 years is so tiring. Everything reminds me of death. Like it's all rotting and doomed. Except sometimes when you hold me. There's a moment of silence as he gazes at you, barely breathing. Come back to mine? Yes. Absolutely. Thunder follows you home. He waits politely for you to invite him in. Spend the night together, his cold skin warmed slightly by yours. Thunder returns your affections with a warm hunger. Seems distracted by your heartbeat pounding, moving through your body, tempting him with every pulse. As you're kissing, his teeth accidentally nip your neck, drawing blood. Ugh! I like it. You like playing with fire, huh? You're gonna get burned one day. Enjoy a few more kisses and bites before he disentangles himself. I should go. I'll see you around, cutie. He lets himself out and you drift into an uneasy sleep. Yeah, I hear Prosody now. Seriously. Not much to do in the daytime here. Mostly I just talk to the spiders. They dream about you. Get a dunge? How's your day going? So hard working it hurts. A dunge feels less like work with you though, I'll say that. Thanks again for going into the dungeon and finding the prof. Even if they're a selfish dingus, I'd rather know and move on with my life. I need to worry about without prof. Speaking of which, I gotta go plan my wedding. See you soon. Cool. It's break time, everybody. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Go stretch. Look after your body. It treats you so well. Like, okay, my body hurts. Yeah, mine does too, but you know what else it does? It tastes delicious things. It's here and gives me hands to stroke the kitty and ears to hear his little purrs. It's doing its best. timer is sitting at 1 second. The timer doesn't disappear at 0 seconds. I don't know why, but hey, that's how it goes. Alright, I wanted to move my washing from the washing machine into the dryer, because those are the things that go in the dryer, otherwise they'll take forever. Jumpers. It's winter. Tonight's cocktail is rye. It's rye whiskey from Triple River Distillery, I think. I got a bottle of rye on Saturday night and didn't actually crack it, so I thought, hey, let's taste it. Nice. Oof. Oh, that's good. That's good. Very shiny. Yeah, it was down and drying because I washed it right before stream. Because, you know, I'm going to see a hairdresser on Wednesday. Let's go. Dungeon time. Okay, so we've got Max Love with Thunder the Telwa. So I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use the weapon I'm best with. 9th floor. Three days, okay.
We should probably hurry. I still have homework to do tonight.
Holmes turns from her work, rubbing her eyes. She looks poorly rested.
Hey.
Oh, good. It's Jambles. Back for more, I guess I can take a little exercise break. Combat is great for achieving deep flow, don't you think? There, whipped it back and forth. Is that what you wanted? I prefer knitting for that, personally. You should try it sometime, maybe. It's good for stress. Well, let's finish my analysis, shall we? Your weaknesses just run so deep. I could explore them forever. This might sting a bit, by which I mean it will definitely be excruciatingly painful. They pushed a few buttons, smirking faintly. Holmes. Whip. Ow. Okay. Oh. Right, that's where you go to avoid them. Okay, cool. Cool, well, that makes that significantly easier, doesn't it? Well, the analysis is still in progress, but this is some interesting data. So, yeah, you have no idea what you're doing, do you? That's why you let Jambles wield you. No! I mean, yeah, I'm a little, or a lot lost sometimes, but Jambles doesn't pity me, right? I adore you. Oh, thanks, I needed to hear that. Very cute, but there's a clear imbalance here. Oh well, I'm just a neurologist, so who cares what I say? Hair in your color. Yeah, you were a fancy duck. I mean, that's pretty appropriate. I care. Do you just, like, need someone to listen to you more?
No.
What? No, stop. I'm the one in control of this conversation. Oh, okay. Tell me more about that. Ah, stop that! Make me. Oh, that sounds like an invitation. Also, I got your number, Jambles. Should have known better than to use public Wi-Fi. Assuming you survive the next phase of analysis, of course. Let's get cracking. Just to confirm, this is you trying your best, right? Shit, there are two of them this time. Fuck. Geez, she hits hard. The Phoenix Cap! Perfect. Alright. I think I deserve that, to be honest. Ow! And that. Oof. They're breathing heavily and appear to be calculating something. No, Holmes doesn't appear to be the big bad. Or maybe she is. Maybe they are. We don't have their pronouns yet. I think I've used she and they. Oh, sorry, sausage. Do you want a hand?
So sweet how you want me. Thought you think I was scary.
Go. Big bad at this dungeon, that's for sure. In fact, I'm going to give you something special in recognition of your efforts. Pinball Zine.
Used to let the heartache take me higher. No one understands the way I play. If someone rise to the occasion, I'll let them try. If I can whip them into shape. I just can't explain it. Whip them into shape, yeah. Now they're fitting all my standards. I whipped them
Bye bye.
into shape. I whipped them into shape. I whipped them into shape.
Okay. Down, boy. We can adjust the difficulty as we go. Yeah, I'm back now. I can see I'm back. When it freezes like that, it the audio input doesn't, like, it stops and I can see when it comes back. Hey, I have something to tell you. Let me know when you have a second. I'll come over. That was good. Cool, on my way. And Holmes chat? Yeah, I can do that. I'll go check Holmes chat after this little thing here. You wait for Sunder to show up. You wash your hands just as there's a knock at the door. Come in.
Thanks.
Thanks. Hi.
So, weird timing, but I have some bad news.
Heavy heart.
You feel your chest get heavy, as if a weight were pressing down. It's clear as day you see in Sunder's face that he's about to break up with you. Your mind resists imagining how things could have been different between you. You imagine a reality in which he had infinite love to give you, his heart, yours forever. Can't my fantasy be real? Look at Sunder and you see all your hopes and dreams for a future together. Your imagination beckons, tempting you to abandon reality altogether into fantasy. No, I want the truth. Thunder sighs, steeling himself for what he's about to say.
You said you want me to be truthful, right? So here we go. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Not like we have been.
Why not?
I'm not enough for you. I never was and never will be.
I mean, he's not even wearing a shirt. He's only wearing a jacket.
I've loved spending time with you and seeing the world through your eyes.
I cannot not hear Pro ZD now. Love rank 6. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. That's great. Thirsty. Lifesteal. My favorite. Let's go.
It made me remember what it's like to be young and mortal. I mean, you're great, but you deserve someone who really loves you. You know? I just don't have the energy. I'm too old or too lazy or... I just can't. I'm sorry.
One thing I've learned in 200 years, it's self-care. Self-care is breaking up.
Uh-huh.
In this case, yeah. I said we'd keep it casual, but we need more than that. We've had fun, haven't we? As far as I'm concerned, that's a win. I mean, we can still dunge or do other things, feel good together. I've been missing you. I want to touch you. I understand if you don't want me to, but what do you think? Sure. The words are barely out of your mouth before you're pulled into his embrace. He's playful and attentive, his fangs and blade edge sharp against your throat. But as soon as it's over, he's abruptly up and getting ready to leave. Thanks for the fun, Jambles. You're my fave model for sure. I'll miss this.
See ya.
See you later, I hope. He lets himself out. Your throat feels tight, constricting. You've reached max love rank with Sunder the Talawar. The hours pass in a blurry haze until you fall into a light sleep. You're woken by a knock. Through the people, you see a worried-looking Mendy. Come in. Hey, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I tried to help you, but... wasn't that nice of you with the lighthouse and now with Sunder? Ugh. Well, you deserve better, that's all. Do you love him? I guess I do, yeah, like a little brother. Makes it hurt more to see him keep doing this. Sometimes I think he'll learn something, but he never does. Though I knew what kind of man he was when I turned him those years ago. Yeah, and I still keep expecting better. Maybe I'm the stuck one. Make me a vampire? Nah. No, after Sunder, I'm not sure I'll ever turn anyone else. Too much guilt. Sorry. I don't normally do this, but you want a hug before I go? Sure. You'll let her wrap you into a surprisingly strong hug. Feel her inhale deeply. Wow, I can see what Sunder was crazy for. You smell delicious. Sorry, too soon? Too soon. Keeping good, Jambles. You're better at it than most. He gives a little wave as she leaves and you lock the door behind her. Captain didn't like that at all, apparently. That photo recipe. Alright. Sick. Well, we know who to give that to. Parasite recipe, monster cosplay recipe. We'll figure that out. Says, yeah, you get to max love rank and sort of breaks up with you, baby. There's actually no other way through it. Hey, I heard it was over with Sunder. Are you okay? I'll be okay. I gotta cry into the arms of my 7 other dates. That's all anyone can hope. I'm here for you, cuz. Talk to you later. Mandy said she came to see you. I'm sorry for everything. I hope she didn't make it worse. I miss you. Sorry. I hope we can still fight together sometimes, but I know I asked for space, so I'll stop bothering you. Fucking shit, isn't he? He's a little shit. But hey, he's trying, right? Love rank 0? Come on.
Hey.
You find Dr. Holmes flipping through a clipboard idly. Aha, there you are, in proper light and everything. You look different than I expected. My lab is great for some things, but it's nice to see your eyes. Tells you a lot about a person. Okay, like, you can make comments about a sad Jimbles. It's not... I own the fact that I certainly was, I'd say I'm mostly over it now, was a sad Jimbles for a long time. Quite a while. Over a year. And hey, it takes me longer to get over people and some things, and that's okay. The people I surround myself with, don't mind it. I'm still a good person when I'm doing that, and that's okay too. Oh, hey, there's a... I didn't even see her come home, but there's an Emma in the room while I'm patting myself on the back. I sent a very particular video to Luxie. It involves Prosy D. And I said Emma is just probably likely going, ugh. Oh, you know the one. I don't know, maybe. That's great. Now I'll need to find another silly one to send. Ah, I see. Well, it's in the chat history, so hopefully she grabs it soon. She has not yet watched it. Cat and Emma and Jimbles? Yeah, it's a good combination, that's for sure. There's even a dog in the room. You like what you see? I'm not sure yet. Your face is surprisingly kind. Honestly, I expected you to look a little more fierce, wild. Yeah, resting sweetie face, poor thing. That doesn't make me weak.
No.
No, of course not. It just sets expectations so very low. I suppose camouflage can have a purpose, even for a predator, assuming you ever pounce. Holmes smiles and flips a page on her clipboard. Oh yeah, exactly. Multiple partners don't stop being sad. You're totally right there. Yeah, wasn't that No amazing? This voice actor is great. It's a shame she comes so late into the piece. Probably the third DLC weapon. I ran a blood test on a sample you donated to my lab, and you seem normal enough. In fact, that would be the TLDR of my findings. Average, normal, unexceptional. And here you are, an unusually fit specimen somehow, capable of outperforming any expectations. How would you describe your diet or feelings around food in general? Complicated.
Sorry.
Sorry to hear that. Pretty common though, nothing notable there. Holmes shrugs. Unless you're on a diet of exclusively jet engines or communion wine, it probably doesn't matter. You taking any medication? Anti-anxiety. Anti-anxiety. Holmes shrugs again. What do you do for exercise outside your dungeon antics? Lots of sex? If you say so. This is why I shouldn't trust self-reported data. But I don't have time to deal with monitoring you 24/7. The ethics paperwork alone would kill me. They throw the clipboard down and stare at you, considering. You said you wanted me to work you hard, so I get it. Let's just get you on the treadmill, show me your form. Make me. Now there's the fire I was hoping for. You feel their knot slap your shoulder lightly with a sizzle of electricity against your skin. It hurts, but just for an instant, and then fades like a playful bite. In recalling from the attack, you find you've stepped onto the treadmill. Holmes turns the machine on. Good boy, just like that. You started to jog. Holmes pushes a button and suddenly have to sprint to keep up. What about ethics? Faster, break a sweat. You smell burning plastic as Holmes zaps your backside with a tingling snap. Leah takes a break from her workout to stand next to you, eyeing Holmes defiantly. Is everything okay here, Jambles? I thought I heard a whip cracking. I'm having fun. If you say so. I have extra tiger balm if you want it later. Huh. I didn't realize Leah Martelo was your mom. Explains a lot. Leah rolls her eyes and goes back to her lunges, deliberately turning away with earbuds in. Holmes lashes you gently, one tip just grazing your jawline like a fingernail. Now back to work. Let's get you whipped into shape, shall we? Your conductivity is rising. You go through a series of exercises until Holmes is satisfied. You're panting, but they frown. Still normal. Extremely normal. No golden blood, no super senses, nothing. You're just a person. I have to think about this. Thank you for your contribution to science. They leave abruptly without even saying goodbye. You awkwardly head home. Leah waves. You feel called out, cleric? Alien woman from Melbourne? Doctor, scientist, whipping people. Okay, you wanted to see her full chat log? So, still confused by some of the data from our fight. Mind if I take a closer look at me? That's right, you in all your juicy glory. Couldn't get a good baseline under the circumstances. Maybe the cutting edge gym when you're fully rested. Don't worry, I won't work you as hard this time. What a pity. Down, boy. We can adjust the difficulty as we go. Hello, Emma. Hey, thanks for letting me study you a bit more. We shouldn't need to do that anymore. Got everything I needed. Sorry if that's disappointing, little guinea pig. Still welcome at my lab, of course, if you want to spar. And give Samantha my best if you see her. You should tell her yourself. Uh-huh. The cat's moving, so I can turn off my heat mat. Wow, she just does not care. Well, I think if we want to increase our relationship with her, we need to beat her again. Let's try Rowan. You get in the elevator. Going down. She definitely does not want to be
wonder
wielded.
what class of demons occupy this place.
Holmes turns from her work, rubbing her eyes. She looks poorly rested.
Hey.
Oh good, it's Jambles. Back for more, I guess I can take a little exercise break. Combat is great for achieving deep flow, don't you think? As one of the many body arts, yes. One we shall teach you more of. I've improved my algorithms, so don't expect to win again. Ever. This might sting a bit, by which I mean it definitely will be excruciatingly painful. Holmes, whip. Not sure Rowan is the best choice for this one. Ah! But I love them! So I think we're gonna do it anyway. Alright, that's good. Nothing else is still in progress, but this is some interesting data. How are you actually three entities? I don't quite understand what I'm seeing. Can you explain? Some things are better experienced than explained. I doubt you can sufficiently open your mind, but if you'd like to merge essences, I can try to show you.
No.
Ugh, no, don't go for hive minds. Your disgust is misplaced. We would be the ones tainted by the mingling. You are a mess. Hey, at least I'm a hot mess and my clothes aren't 100 years old. Pretty human. There's a bird in there? Man, animal rights people would crap their pants to see this. Consensual. I had animal rights knocking down my door for putting a pancake on my rabbit, and that was consensual. Just want to ruffle our feathers. Admit it.
No?
Oh, that sounds like an invitation. Assuming you survive this next phase of analysis, of course. Let's get cracking. Oh yeah, I need to look at my large screen. Good point. Just to confirm, this is you trying your best, isn't it? Well, this is new and horrifying. Now, this is good data. Alright, terrible. It is not over. Not yet! Oh yeah, I forgot! The Phoenix hat! Do not fear. This is not true death. That's gonna hit me. No, it's not. Okay. Okay, we can take a break if you want. They're breathing heavily and appear to be calculating something.
Oh?
Oh, and it did it again. Beaten my records, broken my predictions, gotten a high score. A+. Already gave you my little prize of being an overachiever, but do you want something else? Secret? I could. I have my share of secrets, but I gotta trust you to keep it. I'll cross my heart. Alright, here goes then. He leaned forward, whispering exhaustedly. Sometimes I'll install a virus on a really cute professor's computer just so they come ask me how to fix it. She clears her throat, looking around to make sure nobody else overheard. Well, there you have it then. What time is it? I assume you're heading home from here? They yawn hugely. Maybe I should head home too. This took more out of me than I thought it would. I should know better by now. You're always a good workout, huh?
Bye-bye.
Come back anytime. I don't mind giving or taking. Another little whipping. Okay, our love rank is really high. I don't think we need to beat her over and over. What even is that? McQueen perfume. Okay. Sleep tight, Emra. Ugh, they're making me teach my classes again. Can you believe that? When I have important research? Shocking. Huh. I don't know, maybe the problem is that I've been chasing this bug for days. Mind if I talk to you about it? You could use a sounding board. I didn't do programming. Doesn't matter. It's called rubber ducking. I'll leave the back door to my lab propped open, look by the cafeteria. Oh, hey, you two. As a sci-fi action story with intrigue, it was pretty good, but I really loved the themes and backdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing was cool. What do you think, Holmes? I liked it too. Give me those heavy planetary objects and our identity crises. Can't get enough. Does it scare you though that people might actually make AI and not treat it with respect? Not really. It's probably happening right now. What, should we alert the United Nations or Amnesty International? You could, but usually they're more concerned with AI. Oh, AI? Organic intelligences. Pigs will get rights before my software does. I'd bet any amount of money. That does make sense, I suppose. Does it though? Or are you just biased by the cute, piggy, carbon-based eyes? What about you, Seven? Would you say the use of lasers was, realistic? Seven looks towards you and clears his throat.
Yo.
I didn't know your book club was getting another member. Holmes winks at you when the others aren't
Well,
looking.
hello.
Oh, welcome, Jambles. We were just discussing by any other body. Did you read it? I'd like to. I can lend you my copy. Not like I will take it with me when I leave at the end of summer anyway. I'm surprised you joined the book club at all. Doesn't seem like you're seen, Seven. Seven shrugs and looks away. You don't have to explain. Seven gives you a little smile. Shall we attend to the matter at hand? We haven't yet discussed the plot. Yeah, I can feel my energy drink wearing off. What about that twist, huh? I saw it coming a mile off. Love rate doesn't increase with Holmes? Okay. You leave before you hear any spoilers. Step in a side door and suddenly feel very vulnerable. Your palms sweat without a hilt to hold. Oh, we didn't bring a weapon. Down the hall you see a desk notice you. It perks up, scraping the floor. The desk advances and you try to retreat only to find the door has melted into the wall. Hey, in here! As the desk comes closer, you feel a hand yank you out of the way. Shoo! Out of here, you rabble. He's mine, all mine. Don't worry, Jambles, you're safe. They know I'm the boss around here. Thanks. Welcome. Take deep breaths. We'll be fine. Come on here, I'll find a better lit room where we can talk or whatever. You follow them to a lecture hall. Holmes leans against the desk, looking at chalk diagrams on the board. How do you think you'll be remembered 100 or 200 years? Kinda.
Oh?
Oh, you're really just a cream puff made into a person, huh? Come on, imagine it. No need to be so modest, or pretend to, anyway. I know you have a gallant side, at least you did when you met me and promised to rescue me. I thought you might understand being a so-called genius is a dime a dozen these days, you know? What good is being smart if you can't do anything with it that's worth remembering? Had a lot of projects, but none have panned out so far. Too expensive or unworkable or illegal. Right now I'm trying to make an AI that can really perceive, really think, really fight, like a human. The learning center gets into an infinite loop. I can't figure out when it should stop to make a decision. Sounds like me. Well, my AI doesn't feel anxiety in its indecision. If it did, that'd be an achievement, actually. It just doesn't know when to stop learning and start doing, which is hard to fault. In theory, it should never stop learning, right? That's the dream. It'd stay plastic, like kids, forever. Normally, I wouldn't care. I'd just move on to something else, but I'm in so deep, I can't let go. I've been dodging my classes because this research could be my Nobel Prize. I can't let it slip away. I feel like this is a real opportunity to make my mark, maybe my last chance. My last. I look so worried. I'm not dying. Not more than anyone else, anyway. That I know of. It's just... grants take years to write and approve. If this is a dead end, it might be ages before my next big chance. Meanwhile, for-profit corps move like lightning. It's almost a fluke that I'm in the running at all. I want to do something real, you know. I want to be remembered 200 years from now. It's a lot of pressure. Yeah, true. You know what I like to do to relieve some pressure? Holmes leans back against the desk with a deep exhale, opening a lab coat a bit more. Well, I have to spell it out. This will be better than pair programming. Kiss. You feel them embrace you with their entire body, their legs wrapping around your waist hungrily. She leans back further onto the desk, drawing you down with her, unwilling to let you go. The intensity builds between you that threatens to overwhelm until suddenly she stops breathing hard. Hold on. How do you want this? Do you want this? Follow my lead.
Yes.
I can try, but it'll take a strong whip hand to keep me obedient. Are you up to the challenge? A safe word is syntax. Use it if you feel weird. I want this to be fun. Take firm hold of their handle and issue central orders for them to follow. She disobeys you now and then playfully, and you thrill with power as you discipline her. Eventually you separate with a static crackle. They grin, hair even messier than normal. Oh, now that was a particularly successful distraction for my limbic system. The Eureka moment might be just around the corner. I think I'll head home for a shower.
See ya.
Thanks for the visit. Maybe I'll see you in the lab again sometime. You catch the door as they leave and hurry home, not wanting to be left alone in the dungeon. Oh my. Okay, very good. Oh. McQueen perfume. Oh my. Hey, you think about alternate realities? Sorry, that's probably really sudden after the nice time we had. You worked me pretty hard. I couldn't think. It was perfect. Thanks, by the way. I just started to wonder and thought maybe you did too. Like, who would you be if you made different choices? Sure, sometimes. I can get flustered. It's not frequent, but it happens. I'm not completely off the deep end yet, anyway. I'm glad you have your attention in this reality at least. Yeah, we worked out hard. That was fantastic. Yeah, I believe it. I believe you too, absolutely. Let's see if we can take it down with Valeria, huh? Like, they can love it. Sex and random deep nerd diets? Absolutely! It's a
Well.
classic.
Here we go.
You ready? Do you believe in alternate realities? Uh-huh. Holmes turns from her work, rubbing her eyes. She looks poorly rested. Oh good, it's Jambles back for more, huh? Same as last time. Just gear up, I don't like wasting time. That's exactly the same. Okay, there was a bit of an argument with Sawyer and Holmes. Kind of hoped we'd have that again with everyone, but it stands to reason that the college student has a greater, like... Oh, can't wait to turn up with Pocket. That'll be hilarious. Come closer. This phase sucks. Thank you. You have things you want to hide, huh? Dirty little secrets crammed way down, poor things. So what if we do? It just means we have a private cell. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe not, but what if I want you to experience shame and fear? Would I then become your little secret too? Would you lie about meeting me here? I'm proud of my choices. Boring. Can't you wallow for me just a little? Think you've been down here too long? Teach, gotta get out of the lab. There's a new exhibit at the art museum about the depictions of time travel. You might like it. Oh, that sounds like an invitation. Let me survive this next phase. I love that line. Just to confirm, this is you trying your best, right? Fucking hell. Ah, fuck. Now this is good data. He fucking hits so hard. You're breathing heavily.
Oh?
A kiss? Oh man, that does sound nice.
Sorry.
I know from experience I take some energy and I have none left.
Oh. See you later.
Oh. Please stop jumping into the lasers. So judgy. God, maybe I want to. Alright. Got another date for me? Yeah? I'm not feeling great. Need soup? No, it's worse than that. I can't think. I can't anything. Think, eat, whatever. I honestly would rather no human witness me like this, but better you than anyone else. I feel bad I put you in danger last time too, so I'll meet you on the beach. I could use a walk. Okay. On my way. I'll see you soon, I hope. The only hope I have left. Drama alert. Oh no. Yeah. So, to make it worse, I straight up, I know when the lasers are coming. I just put myself in the wrong place anyway. Sorry. Monster cosplay. Alright, that's cool. That's everything. I think I've crafted everything in the game. I think that's all the zines too. Alright, we're 100%ing it. That's great. Triple player damage. Hopefully it's damage dealt, not received. Though we will find out, that's for fucking sure. Monster cosplay. There we go. Luxy. No, I'm just bad.
Hey.
I find Holmes walking slowly across the beach, gazing thoughtfully out at the moon. Guess that's why they call them sandals. Because they fill with sand. Oh, yeah, already got it. Sorry. Hi. Never have I regretted buying rubbery whole shoes so much in my life. Nothing's worse than this. Take them off? I could. Not everything has such an obvious solution, but I guess better to start there. They took off the sandals, breathing a sigh of relief, or exhaustion, or both. When I was younger, I had a colleague, Daisy, who invited me to play in the sandbox. When I was younger, I had a colleague. I bet she's talking about when they're like 4. That'll be even funnier. Instead, I practiced multiplication. I got a high score on the quiz, and she didn't. I imagined in an alternate reality Holmes who went to play in the sandbox and got a lower score too. So I knew I made the right choice. I won, and the alternate Holmes lost. Listen. So I kept choosing like that. I imagined crushing the alternate reality Holmes I was competing with. Of course, alternate reality Holmes is still me, and smart and ambitious. I hope the one who didn't work on math and science maybe went on to become president or something. Someday, somewhere there'd be a Holmes curing cancer, or a Holmes building new bridges, doing great things. Lately I have trouble imagining them doing anything but wasting time. Probably they'd all stall like me when it comes to actually succeeding, come up short, achieve nothing, having a crisis. Of faith, maybe. Project is stuck. Doomed. I haven't made any progress since our first fight, actually. I need to cancel it, but as soon as I do, the last 3 years, all that effort will have been wasted. Is there another reality where I succeeded? I broke through and created a general artificial intelligence? I don't know. Maybe all the Holmeses are always forgotten and fail. Here will lie one whose name was writ in water. That's why I'm kind? One reason anyway. Expectations really are the problem here, is what you're saying. Keep trying to resent you for wasting my time and energy, because honestly, maybe if I hadn't spent time chasing you and researching your techniques, I would have seen this coming. I've had fun. It couldn't have been worth it. Otherwise, I put in so much effort, sacrifice everything, and still achieve nothing. What was the point? Did you learn? I don't know. I learned I'm not as effective, not as competent, not as noteworthy as I thought. Well, I'm sure that counts as learning, except I guess I now get to figure out where to go from here. Stand and listen to the waves in a moment of silence. Yeah, it's a good one, Willow. Maybe. Come on, I was going somewhere before you distracted me. Always making me less efficient, huh? Hey, take your hand and pick up the pace, beelining for the lighthouse. Feel the hairs in the back of your neck prickle as Holmes falls silent, looking out over the ocean. Holmes wears a strange expression and steps towards the ledge. I know a secret. Do you trust me? In what way? Jambles. That's good. Been thinking about this a lot. I don't know how to feel better. How to make it all go away. So do me a favor, if you care about me. Just aim for the moon. Okay? You'll land among the stars. Are you okay? Quick as a flash, Holmes throws off their clothes and leaps from the edge. Your breath catches as she falls. All you hear is a whoop, soon swallowed by the crash of the waters on the rocks. Did she? You carefully hurry to the edge and look down, feeling as if you can't breathe. Not so far down as you thought. You see Holmes' pale form in the dark water waving up at you. But there's also the reflection of the moon. Did they mean to aim for that? Strip and jump! Before you can second guess yourself, you rip off your clothes and tents, calculating your trajectory. Mentally you count 1, 2, 3. You jump. It feels like you hang in the air before you start to fall and fall. And splash into a surprisingly calm patch of ocean. Starlight glows from the top of the cold sea water. You find Holmes treading water in a secluded pool grotto, protected from the brunt of the waves. Very nice. I didn't think you'd do it. I'd have bet everything that you wouldn't. Come here, you deserve a kiss for such bravery. Maybe a little more. Swim together, luxuriating in the dark private pool. The rocks are worn smooth, the water dark as ink. Feel their warm body wrap around yours almost frictionally, the rocks worn smooth against your back. At one point you see their skin zap and crackle, flicker against the water like a school of electric eels. After a long while, you both climb back up and dress damp in the moonlight. You feel a little better. I don't know what I'm going to do about my project, but thanks for listening to me and being a friend. I needed one. More than I thought, I guess. I'll still be down in the lab every night. Got to figure out my next move if this project really is over. See you there sometimes. Sometime, I hope. Night. They give you a surprisingly delicate kiss goodnight before they leave. Get home. Oof. Hey, don't forget to shower. Seawater's kind of gross. Unless you really need to coat yourself in bacteria. Or every day. I knew you were a freak. Seriously though, thanks again. I know I kind of monologued at you. I thought I'd kick that habit. Let's take it easy on the philosophy next time. Especially me. She's great. Holy shit. That's fucking fantastic. Let's hit it with a hammer. And they'll love that. Probably. Yeah, Willow, I'm not surprised you're smitten. They're right up your alley.
It'll be nice to spend some time together. Just the two of us.
Sorry, Leah.
Hey.
Oh man, you gotta try a sport. Combat's got nothing on skating or running or other physical things. We gotta go beat up Eric. I don't think we can max her and finish the game at the same time. And they're great, but like... See? Leah hits so fucking hard. Oh. The parasite deals tick damage. Like, look. My life is being chipped. I'm just... Equipment-induced hard mode, baby. You'll love to see it. My mad scientist girlfriend's gonna kill me and she'll feel bad about it. There's some interesting data. Your weapon form is quite unstable, as if she can't stand being held by you. Are you her captor? Huh, as if I could be wielded by someone against my will. You really don't know much about this, do you? I haven't needed to. You're saying your fluctuations aren't a weakness? Not at all. Some people just have a more fluid shape than others. No judgment. Easy to say for someone with a firmer shape than others. Girl, you've got more muscle than my car. Thanks. But can you just stop judging my body now? I've had enough. You should apologize. Fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you, I promise. I'll confess, sometimes everything does look like a nail. Especially you. Oh, that sounds like an invitation. Oh, that sounds like an invitation? I don't think we get extra experience. Just to confirm, this is you trying your best, right? Oh, you have the third phase as well. God damn it. Hey!
I'd still give us an A+.
We did well. Quite well above us, Legion. And with my grading curve, that's still a C. I can make it a C+, so that makes it feel better. Now shoot, go rest. Well, it got to the next love rank, I guess. I think it's just the kink, to be honest. Well, I'm taking the parasite off, because that clearly doesn't help. Kidding me? No, the Phoenix cap is perfect. Feeling restless? Been a while since I've gone for a walk. Wanna join me? Summer nights could be fun. Come to campus. Knock twice and I'll join you. Just finish this while I'm waiting. Oh, she's not gonna be on the weapon list, is she? Try the dungeon door and knock. You hear monsters shuffling inside, but they can't seem to open the door. You wait a while. Nothing. You check your phone, but there are no new messages. You wonder if you misunderstood. Eventually you knock again. Almost immediately the door bursts open.
Sorry.
Sorry, I promised. I was hurrying. Just wanted to make sure they had no bugs. No bugs? Impossible. They laugh. Yeah, look here. Try these on. True seeing goggles. Ooh. I give you a pair of goggles. The world looks mostly the same through them. They only really work in the dungeon, but they look good. Thanks! They help identify useful crafting components and materials around you. So soon you'll be able to get more wires and plastic or whatever. You know, the junk you like. Cool. Okay, don't lose your mind. It's just a thing. I knocked twice. I knocked, knock. And then later I went knock. So I knocked 4 times. Right. Let's walk. What do you think, left or right? Right. I take your hand and lead you right towards the mountains. You pass the outer alley, nearly bump into Valeria coming out of her studio.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Jambles. Don't get into too much trouble without me. Come with us. Valeria takes one look at Holmes and shakes her head. Thanks, but not tonight. I got my own plans. Talk to you soon, I hope. You can have him back in the morning. Maybe he'll even be in one piece. Holmes grins and takes your hand. You run together for the joy of it, downhill towards the ocean. Holmes is insane. 10 out of 10. Love her. They are great. Eventually you slow down as you approach the beach.
Now, don't freak out, but I had a reason for asking you to walk with me tonight.
Didn't deliberately put a wave in. No, I seriously just washed it and then let it air dry.
I wanted to tell you something important.
I'm here for you. So take a deep breath and let it out slowly.
I cancelled my project yesterday, the big one. No more general artificial intelligence research for me. Not for a little while anyway.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. I mostly feel relieved though. Like I'm finally free. I'd been wanting to go on a walk like this forever, but I had to give myself permission, you know? I'd deny something to myself unless I could justify it. Even something like taking a break to go on a walk. Or skinny dipping with a friend, for example. I thought I could only do what I wanted to do if it was towards a goal, if I was making progress. Of course, I still like fighting you. A round in the arena with you is better than sex. Well, almost. But
Thank
I
you.
don't need to pretend it's for some greater cause or advancing my career in any way. I still want to work hard, but I want to enjoy life too, with you, and maybe more friends as we go.
Woo!
We can just have a good time. In this reality, at least I think I can. It'll take some practice.
What now then?
We have fun. Or else.
That's what friends are actually for. Also, we're here. Not defeating my alternate reality rivals. Let's say I'm defeating them in happiness. No, not going to think about that too much. But in between kisses, I was thinking we'd grab a drink and hit the arcade till the sun comes up. What do you say? And after that, and then my place? One invitation to the Whetstone Zone, as I assume you call it, you perv. Absolutely. But first I gotta hit the arcade. I was a champion in high school, or won a lot of money anyway. Been years since I played a video game, but surely they haven't changed that much. Still have high scores, right? Leaderboards? No? People still win, at least? Actually, speaking of Whetstones, I should probably warn you before we get distracted. I like you a lot. I mean, not a lot, but I'm not going to give you a Whetstone. Decided I'm not for wielding or sharpening or symbolizing. I'm just me. You're my closest friend, or my only friend, but I need to stay on my own for a while. Maybe forever.
Sorry.
So even if this is the closest we ever get, I hope you'll respect that. Sorry if it hurts. I love you. I smile fondly at you. Thank you. I suspect as much, but it's nice to have everything in the open. Just stay honest, okay? Get these good times rolling, or blocking. Don't forget to use the block button. Classic newbie mistake. I lead you to a grimy old arcade where the floor is sticky and there's a faint smell of weed and beer. Then eventually she follows you home and you have a sleepy, comfortable night together until the morning. I wake up with a start, confused. Where? What time is it? Oh crap, I'm late for class again. She grabs a piece of bread from your kitchen and dashes out, forgetting to say goodbye. You reach max love rank with Holmes the whip. Whetstone was his symbol! So what's up? How you doing? What's going on? Tell me everything. No, wait, let me guess. You adopted a sea lion, then it ran away, so you followed, joined the circus. That's why I have to leave soon. Congrats, I'm so proud. Yep, thanks. Huh, now I've caught you in a lie. Malarkey! Oh, well, I'll just keep working here in a literal dungeon while you go have fun. Just kidding, this is my idea of fun. Want to fight about it? Always, forever. Amen. Sick! I love it. Let's go beat up Eric. See you when I see you, sweetie face. That's terrible. I love it. Naked steel, baby. Date. Love rank 0. The weapon shop is locked, but there's lights on inside. Psst. Psst. You look around. You don't see anyone.
Over here.
Over here. Spot Jesse hiding behind a car. You duck into a shadow and join him. What are we doing?
He's coming out.
Oh, congrats, man. Get the shop door open and take a peek. You see Eric and his friend conferring. Oh.
Repeat your orders once more. I don't want any mistakes this time.
Kill.
No.
No killing. Come on, focus. I'm glad I double checked. Watch. Yes. Watch Jambles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. A cookie for you. What type of cookies do you like? Macaroon? Then attack Jambles. No. What about Oreos? This isn't gonna work at all, is it? I love. Yes, I know you love me. I created you. It's only natural. I love to kill. Oh. Well, that's unacceptable. I made you to obey me. I don't want you to hurt anyone. Nice. I mean, everyone has thoughts, but I don't actually want you to hurt anyone. Ugh, fine. Come back inside so I can fix her. You're in no state for a mission. Stranger hisses and turns to look straight at you. No. Target acquired. Masamune, inside, now. Masamune smiles widely at you, staring openly. Eric follows its gaze and his eyes widen. Jambles? Jesse? What are you doing here? Oh, hey, Eric. We just happen to be in the neighborhood. And, you made this thing? His name is Masamune, but yes, it's been a work in progress. Aren't we all? He has some flaws in his design and some serious problems. Don't we all? Stop saying that. Now, as it happens, I could use your help. Put in a lot of effort gathering the materials and smithing him, but now I think it's time to deactivate Masamune. Hi. Become unruly. It's time to iterate Masamune version 2. You know, Dr. Frankenstein learned his lesson the first time around. Genius takes time. I have a smithing technique that'll make me rich here. Need a big kinks to work out in the design, but I thought they'd be the sexy kind of kinks. I hope it wouldn't come to this. Sorry, old boy. Eric pats the monster's shoulder awkwardly. The katana creature continues staring at you hungrily, shrugging away Eric's hand. Now you want us to kill it? Him? The thing's attention snaps to Eric. Now. Ixnay on the Ilke. Masamune slashes at Eric, slicing him in his arm and chest, exposing the flesh beneath. Eric shrieks and faints as Masamune melts into a nearby shadow. Jesse dials 911. Yeah, this is an emergency. We need an ambulance. 542 Tybalt Lane. Chase the monster. Take a single step after Masamune and stop, frozen. You remember you don't have a weapon. Frustrated curse comes to your lips, but you swallow it with a familiar feeling of helplessness. I'm dying. I can feel it. My life force slipping away. I give my weapon shop to you, Jambles. Take good care of it. Remember me. Dude, you're gonna be fine. Stop the dramatics. You don't know that. Maybe I'll be dead any second. Then how will you feel? An ambulance pulls up. Remember me. The paramedic ushers him into the ambulance and drives away. Well, that could have gone better. At least we found someone out. The katana creature's on the loose, though. We better be careful till it's found. Why did Eric wanted to watch you anyway? He's a stalker? I guess he is, isn't he? Yeah, it's disturbing. I have seen Baz Luhrmann's Romeo plus Juliet. It's great. Well, you don't have to interact with him anymore. He went way over the line. Keep yourself safe, okay? I will too. Except a dunge, I guess. Let's just work. I'm gonna be okay at home alone. I'm sorry I introduced you to that guy. At least you have really good locks on the door. I paid top dollar. But I can come stay on the couch just in case. It'll help you sleep. No. See ya. Alright then. Talk to you later, cuz. Yeah, at home. Feeling a heart leaping up to your throat, thudding, urgent. You lock the door firmly, then double check it, and lock it again just to be sure. Your head feels cloudy, foggy, with thoughts that leap ahead of you faster than you can catch them. You saw Eric get attacked. What would Katana do next? What's he capable of? No answers come to mind, only questions. You putter around and waste time until the clock says you really should try to sleep. Lie down reluctantly, bracing yourself for hours of tossing and turning. Take a few deep breaths, curling up into yourself. Eventually you fall into the darkness of deep sleep. In the morning you find Jesse anxiously scrolling at his phone. Hey guys, sorry, I let myself in. There's a bit of an emergency, you might want to sit down. Oh, you're already sitting. Good. So nobody's answering the phone? Isaac, Sunder, Valeria, nobody. All my weapon friends are weirdly silent this morning. What does that mean? I don't know. I was hoping to figure it out before you woke up, but here we are. This is bad weird. What if Katana got to all of them somehow? Jesse jumps at a knock at the door. Who is it? Don't worry, the lock will hold. I get a lifetime guarantee for the locksmith. Jesse looks through the peephole. Oh phew, it's just Samantha. She's probably a little weirded out too. I'll be right back. He unbolts the door and steps out. Quickly lock the door after him. Call someone. Bring up your phone, but your contacts are blank. Even Mum? Weird. Where'd they go? You realize despite all your striving, you're alone. Everyone is gone. Maybe forever. It's my fault. You remember all the times you pushed someone away or made yourself less likable? You laughed at the wrong times, you asked the wrong questions, you were too quiet or too loud. You hear hissing. You jump to realize Katana is standing next to you with a smirk. Thirst. I'll destroy you. You grow in power and strength as you decide this is a fight worth having. A fight worth winning. Katana shrinks back from your newfound resolve. You rush to meet Katana and demand answers for your missing weapon friends. He melts into darkness. You chase him for what feels like a long time until you're panting with exertion. You wake up with a trace of sweat beading on your back. Was that just a dream? For a series of pinches, you determine the dream is over and you're really awake now. Probably. Take a deep breath and feel the clarity thrill through you from scalp to fingertips. Take another deep breath. Whatever happens, you're ready. We're gonna do something about the monster on the loose, especially before you fly home. Gonna be into sun before you know it. No. I know, we gotta make the most of the time we have. I'll try to grill Eric. He's in the hospital, but that means he can't run away. I've been taking blacksmithing classes. Maybe I can use that. We'll let you know if we find out anything. I seriously thought that was the end of the game. But I still think it's pretty fucking close, so like, we're gonna push through. So like, maybe we go back to the apartment, that'll trigger it, or we'll go to the wedding. No, okay. Maybe we have to do another dungeon, or an event. There is one event. L'Amour Vineyard. Right to see Jessie running frantically between 2 rows of grapevines.
Have you seen her? Is she with you?
Samantha?
Are you sure? Are you positive? You haven't seen Samantha? I mean, I thought maybe this was I don't know, a surprise. Do you know where she is?
Jesse, calm down. It's bad luck to see her anyway, remember?
Oh, hi, Jonah. Hey, buddy.
I'm sure she's just running late. She'll be here.
Breathe, Jesse.
Easy for you to say. Sorry. Didn't mean to snap at you.
So let's just split up. Jesse, you go back to the ceremony. Your friends are getting rowdy. You take the parking area and I'll scour the tasting room in Hillside. We'll find her. Don't worry, buddy. It'll be okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, right. Thank you.
Jonah gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Thanks for helping. I'm sure this will get sorted out quickly and we'll be on the dance floor in no time.
Split up and search a vineyard, quietly calling out Samantha at intervals. You end up wandering so far from the main ceremony area that you don't see anyone at all. You step on a twig that snaps.
Hey.
You look down and see a stick. Oh, crap. Never mind. Just keep walking. Pretend you didn't see me. No? Man, I think you dislocated my pinky. Ow. Maybe it's just bruised. Probably I should go to the hospital, huh? Or your wedding. Yeah. I know this seems silly. I'm always on team talk it out, team transparency, but this time I can't. My idea to rush the wedding too. I wasn't thinking. I had to secret from him for so long. I didn't know how to tell him. Now it'll be too late. What secret? Huh? I'm a stick, obviously. Maybe for some couples it wouldn't be a big deal, but for us it would be, I think. Jesse has always admired weapon people. Most of his friends are cool swords and axes and stuff. He likes to joke that if he could turn into a weapon, he'd be like a shield to protect me. When we first started dating, I just went along with it and let him think I was a wielder. I mean, if I had a choice, I'd want to turn into something cool too. Maybe a bow and arrow or a naginata. Before grad school, I thought maybe I could become a quarterstaff, but then overwork and anxiety got me, and here I am. I'm just the worst. I'm a weapon, I'm the most useless kind, and I'm also a liar. Jesse deserves better, someone honest, or at least someone less pathetic. Less stress, at least. He sniffles and smiles, wiping away her tears. Thanks, I need to hear that. Local designer made it, actually. Can you walk with me to the ceremony, please? Take her arm in yours and escort her to where Jesse's fretting.
Samantha!
Are you okay? Do you have someone in your eye? Yes and no, I can't. Do you want to talk over here for a minute? I think it is by Leah. Of course, what's going on? She's a stick! What does that even mean? Samantha gives you an exasperated look. You feel your smoke disappear. Whoops. No jokes right now. Please, Jambles, just hang tight. She's a stick! The couple walks away together as Samantha desperately wipes at her eyes.
Hey.
Valeria slides up to your side, looking intrigued by the commotion. Hi! Nice dress, Valeria. Jeez. You take your time walking to the ceremony together, enjoying the scenery. You gotta stand in your place on stage. Valeria gives you a playful wink from her seat. Why would I? Because I didn't want her to get away with it. You notice Isaac looking very official. He gives you a smile. Isaac looks good. You see distant figures of Jesse and Samantha embrace and walk apart from one another. The setting sun beats down on the back of your neck. You feel a drop of sweat trickle down your spine. Jesse hurries back, wiping at his eyes. Has he been crying too? Trying to pat him on the shoulder. What's happening? How's my hair? Any other issues I can know about? You look great.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, Jesse. This is like your moment for the rest of your lives. Be here now for her and for yourself. Yeah, and there she is. One breath at a time. Here, come to my right. Stand tall. Band starts playing a jaunty wedding march accompanying Samantha's approach. Not all of them. Jesse's friends, the weapons he introduces you to. And I'll notice there was only like a short list of people I could invite. Welcome to this joining of two beautiful souls. When Jesse asked me to speak today, I had to take a stab. The ceremony goes approximately as expected, with occasionally sweet poetry and ring metaphors. You notice Isaac dabbing in his eyes throughout the ceremony. He catches you watching and smiles. The couple has written their own vows to read to each other. Jesse, please read yours now. Samantha. I don't know. Samantha starts crying quietly. Jesse and Isaac share a look. Isaac nods encouragingly. Yeah, that's true, Luxie. Maybe it's worth Googling. Samantha sniffles, unable to stop crying. Jesse tries again, a bit more confidently. Samantha, the more I get to know you, the more I love you. Even today I discovered new sides to you, and I hope I can do that every day. Besides you, Valeria discreetly touches a kerchief to one eye and then the other. In the corner of your eye, you see Jonah quietly allow a tear to run into his beard. So, let's stick together, okay? Samantha stares at him silently. Jesse waits, not breathing. Samantha, I believe you prepared vows too.
Oh?
I don't mean to rush you, but do you want to read them? Well, let's just, Jonah, do you have the rings? Jonah quickly produces the rings. Jesse, do you take Samantha to be your spouse for the rest of time if she'll have you? I do. Samantha, do you take Jesse to be your spouse for the rest of time if he'll have you? Then I pronounce you wed. May you build a life of joy and fulfillment together as one. Jesse and Samantha look together, struck by the moment. Isaac nudges Jesse forward. Couple embraces gently. Samantha takes a deep, steady breath, regaining her poise. The audience applauds as Jesse and Samantha passes by, walking hand in hand into their wedding car. Huh? What was that all about? Some kind of drama? I suppose it's none of my business. She's a secret weapon. Huh. Wonder why someone keeps something like that a secret. Never occurred to me to be ashamed. Oh well, let's get to the party. I don't know if I can dance in this, but I'll try. Everyone wanders to Jesse and Samantha's house, where a nice spread has been laid out. You eat and dance, and you eat some more. At one point in the party, you come across Jesse and Samantha, beaming. Sticking together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we are. She laughs and blushes, and you see him squeeze her hand. Excuse me, may I pay my respects? Professor? Sorry for crashing on. I wasn't invited. I just wanted to come say I'm happy for you. I'm sorry for getting in the way of this. My happiness isn't worth more than yours. I know that. Thanks. Holmes nods and thoughtfully strides away, their business here apparently complete. Maybe you should have hired Tank to do security? That makes her resignation letter sitting on her desk that much better. Just dance a little more before I get sleepy or sticky. Got it. He'll follow them back to the dance floor, and somehow the whole night goes by. Eventually, as people drift away, rosy-fingered dawn starts to show herself in the east. Looks like Jesse and Samantha snuck away at some point late in the night. Good bartender here. Proper, strong drink. She leans into you for a sloppy, drunken kiss. You help her stumble home safely. You wander home and fall immediately into a deep sleep. Saucy Dawn's fingers. Yeah, it is a good dress, right? Nothing? Jeez, man, we've got to do a dunge. Run around for a bit, take a quick look. I totally... Showing herself, oh my. I totally thought we were going to finish tonight. I'm going to push on a little bit further, but I understand if you need to go sleep, everybody. Love to speak. Oh. I bet Rowan would have worn his cool robes. I'm pretty sure we're very close to the end and I want to push through. Otherwise I need to figure out what I'm doing at the beginning of next Monday. Can't start anything too much because, like, child. I'm not going to be streaming shortly after.
Hey.
Meow. I like that you max love rank and she's still like, I still would beat the crap out of you, so that's what we're going to do today. I else find it ridiculous that Comrade isn't here for one of the ones that he would absolutely love. Like, they are going to be his absolute favorite, and he even missed it. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe I should watch Venture Brothers, the whole show. You're literally wielding a cat? I thought that hissing was just some weird role-playing thing. The best cat? Pocket purrs softly against your palms. Okay, so I'm fighting a cat and his pet. This might actually be the low point of my career. What do you think? Would he let me pet him, or do I need to win the fight first? I wouldn't.
Oh?
Oh, that sounds like an invitation. Get cracking. Do you think, can we confuse her with the, I always forget about that one. Oh, fuck. Every time. Yeah, well. Sorry to disappoint, Cleric, but... I'm gonna stand over here, okay? You do that. Have a good time. I hope it's fun. This one's one round. It does the whole thing at once. You take it down.
Oh?
A+. A high five. You put a hand up and she exhaustedly meets it with her own. You barely feel it.
See ya.
That was pretty good. Like, I only walked into the laces maybe once or twice. Honestly, you should be impressed with me. There we go. Got it. Bessie said not to worry, and now I'm worried. Gotten so strong and independent this summer. Is something wrong? I'll handle it. I love this. Okay, but I just want to say everything's related. Probably know who's hurting you. Bring the fight to their doorstep. If you decide just to hide into your apartment until it's time to come home, that's okay too. I'm coming home soon. Should probably hide it, but I can't wait. Oh, Mum, chill. How could I possibly? I'm gonna see you. Wait, you better not be thinking of staying there forever. I mean, I support you becoming fearless and independent, but you gotta come home first, okay? I miss you so much. You'll be okay. Okay, I'm trusting you. Come home now and then, baby bird, please. I'm out of the hospital now, not that you care. Indeed, the near-death experience made me realize I have to come clean. Talk to a priest. I can't. You're the only person I can talk to. I stole parts of weapons of people to make Masamune. A chip from a dagger, a pin from a laser saber, and so on. I'd fallen in love with each one, but they turned me away. All of them. After they rejected me, I felt like they took a part of me with them. So I took a part of them. Thought I'd reshape it to make something new, something beautiful, but I knew my heart better than it did. But it knew my heart better than I did. So it became a monster. And you're the monster. Hey, you're right, I deserve that, but... Sorry, I really am. You don't know what it's like being unloved. Everyone loves you, you haven't been cast aside over and over. That's not my fault. Sorry again. I shouldn't make excuses, I don't deserve your pity. I'll just figure out how to put things right. Somehow. Put things right, I need your help. I can't deal with Masamune on my own. Please, you might be the only one strong enough, and he's already fixated on you. You don't have to forgive me, but until he's dealt with, he's dangerous. I've already sent Jesse instructions. Cool. Okay, so they're leaving town soon, but I think I know how to defeat Eric's monster. Which, by the way, now that I've looked it up, Eric naming this monster Masamune is ridiculous. Somewhere out there there's a gorgeous Japanese man called Masamune, but this winter, I'm just gonna call him Katana. Anyway, here's the plan. You beat him up. Genius! Thanks. Wait till you hear the brilliant part. We're gonna lure Katana into Eric's forge, where he was made. I'm gonna do some blacksmithing magic, weaken him, then you can spring out and fight him. With my bare hands. No, bring a weapon, obviously. Your fave, I guess. When you're ready, call me from the weapon shop. Keep your weapon friend sheathed as a surprise. You know how weird Eric gets when weapon folks are around. Probably be a pretty tough fight, though, so make sure you're ready. Like, really super ready. Like, trained 12 years for this moment ready. What if he attacks? Run away? I think he's safe during the day, though, okay? Okay. Thumbs up. Yeah, alright. I'm just straight up not reading text from Mum. You know what we're gonna do? At this point, you can only continue with a rank 6 weapon. You can no longer save the game. You sure you want to continue? Yes, we're finishing tonight, baby! God, they're all so good. They got many choices, but you know who I'm going with? My favorite sad boy. Hold on, I just want to check this. Look at. Jesse leads into the weapon shop, whispering.
There's a trap door here somewhere. Aha! There!
I was also really tempted to take Pocket the cat. Pulls out a metal ring on the floor, exposing a staircase down into the darkness. It's like a trap.
Yeah, but it's one we're setting. Come on, you built all that confidence. Now it's time to use it. You've gone down plenty of stairs in the dungeon. Just take a deep breath.
That's true, I have. Jesse leads away, holding his phone in front of him as a little flashlight. You take a deep breath and follow Jesse down. The air is oddly warm as it slithers around your feet. So this is Eric's private forge, huh? Not bad. Weird.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that statue is someone else. I wonder who it's supposed to be. I got warmed up for some smithing. Meanwhile, you text Eric that you're here, and then I'll be ready when Katana gets here. What? I don't want to.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Give me your phone for a second and I'll do it. It's obvious that Katana is some kind of mental or emotional link with Eric. After you text him, Eric will fixate on you and Katana will come here, I bet. At least, I'm pretty sure. I don't mind typing it and then blocking him. You hand over your phone and watch as he types, "I'm here," and presses send. He hands it back to you with a nervous smile. You unconsciously wipe off his fingerprints. Thanks, cuz you just helped stop a monster. Now I just gotta get myself warmed up. Jesse starts stoking the forge. Friendos, I'd love to continue, but I've received a request from the wife. She's like, please bedtime. And I'm like, I think that's pretty reasonable. So let's sign off tonight. We'll do this again later. Maybe at the beginning of next week. Maybe at the beginning of Wednesday night. We'll finish it and continue with Final Fantasy VIII. But hey, when a loved one makes a request of you, you listen to it, right? Friendos, it has been really great to play through Boyfriend Dungeon. We're nearly finished. We'll have a little bit more. But it is late, and we've got to look after our people. So, remember to check out the VODs, and you'll see Boyfriend Dungeon. In fact, let's do it. Wednesday night, huh? Wednesday night, right before we go into Final Fantasy VIII, we'll finish Boyfriend Dungeon. We'll finish it this week. Otherwise, thank you very much for joining me. And remember to tell the people you love that you love them very much. That you love all of our weapons. Oh, also, one more thing, right? Display capture. I just want to show this off. Not this. Polyarmorist, baby. Of course, Jimbles got it. Mwah. Be good, everybody. I'll see you Wednesday night for the end of Boyfriend Dungeon. I love you very much. Remember to tell the other people you love.